So I have 3 children, a 4-year-old and twins that are 2.5. My life is pretty full on from Monday to Sunday. Harriet was diagnosed with a condition called neurofibromatosis type 1. So in July 2012, me and my partner and my son, who at the time was 18 months, was involved in a serious car accident. I have a plate and a pin in my arm. My son has facial injuries and my partner broke his neck in 3 places. I was pregnant with the twins at the time, and then in October I ended up having the twins prematurely, so they were in the neonatal unit. Then Harriet in January started to develop severe reflux, and it resulted in a couple of visits to A&E, and eventually Harriet was admitted for 9 days. And to deal with the diagnosis of neurofibromatosis as well was very difficult. So it was a really tough year. Harriet didn't sleep, so she slept for less than 3 hours a night, and this actually continued for over a year. And she wasn't a happy baby. And if I was to be honest, it kind of affected me bonding with her initially. Put a lot of strain on the family as a whole. I was helped by an organisation called Home Start. Yeah, without their help, I don't think I would have coped in the first year. Harriet has hypertension, so we're seen at the Evelina Hospital. She also has to go for further investigations now she's a little bit older to check that it's not a result of any problems with the kidneys. We were also told it could possibly be due to a narrowing in the heart. She's also not growing, so she's going to hopefully be referred to an endocrinologist. So recently we've had a bit of a bad patch because Harriet's had gastroenteritis, followed by chest infection, followed by UTI, followed by chickenpox, which then resulted in an admission to hospital. So that was a very difficult 2 months. I'm concerned that the services don't communicate with each other. I duplicate a lot of information to each health professional or GP that I see. I think sometimes services set criteria that are quite narrow, and for instance like Harriet, she'll get missed because she doesn't fit into this criteria, because with her condition it's the unknown and it's a case of monitoring her condition. She doesn't actually fit anyone's criteria at the moment. The fact that the neurofibromatosis is so unpredictable makes it difficult to see what services I'll need for Harriet, and I think that's the biggest stress. I would like the services to be more joint up in sharing information, and they're not reliant on letters, because Harriet sees so many people, that's a lot of people to copy into one letter. People working as a team, maybe having specialist teams who have specialist knowledge, that would definitely give me the confidence. We had Harriet later on in life, and we're not going to be there forever. At the moment, she shows signs of being independent. That can change right up to adulthood. I think if we could have a service where we have one assessment, we have an individual care plan that meets Harriet's needs and is devised by health professionals, GPs and myself, I think that will definitely work better, because for instance we know that there's a 60% chance that she's going to have behaviour or learning difficulties. So if we monitored that, we could therefore be proactive rather than reactive to Harriet's condition. She's quite a cheerful child now. Her and her brother chat for about 10 minutes before they go to sleep, and sometimes we'll just stand at the door and we can hear them laughing together. And they both laugh quite hard. So I hope that Harriet grows up to be a happy, confident child who's close to her brothers, and I think that would just make both of us happy.